hell is going on with this Jeffrey Epstein case? Is it all just being swept under the carpet or what? The Epstein stuff, Johnny? Well, who would bloody know? I mean, doesn't the FBI have files on this and all that sort of shit? Right, yes, of course. Do they expect it all to just bloody fade away into nothing? Right, yes. Well, there was the island, wasn't there? Yes, there was. It seems like hundreds of wealthy bloody guests. Yeah, there's that. There was child trafficking and all sorts of shit, wasn't there? Yeah, that's right. Well, what the hell's going on?
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
I mean, we don't give a shit about Epstein or that woman of his. We're around the other side of the world, for Christ's sake, but I think the bloody world needs an explanation about who the fucking hell was going to this island and who was bloody trading in bloody underage girls and all that sort of bloody shit.
What's on your radar today, Ken? Well, Elon Musk took to Twitter and asked the question many of us have been asking. How is it we still don't know who was on Jeffrey Epstein's client list? Here's his tweet. Only thing more remarkable than the DOJ not leaking the list is that no one in the media cares. Doesn't that seem odd? Well, I care, Elon, and it is odd. There are many leaks that happen each year, so why not this one? Well, the public is pretty interested in Epstein's list, so why hasn't someone leaked it?
Surely there's a list. I mean, there's some pretty big names on this bloody so-called list, isn't there? I mean, there must be hundreds of people they could investigate. They've been investigated or bloody even spoken to. What the hell's going on with that?
Are continually talking about hypocrisy, corruption, the deep state, democracy being a kind of hollow and theatrical affair where real power is beyond the reach of ordinary people. We sort of infer sometimes that people may get assassinated because their interests and the stories that they tell are at odds with the agenda of powerful people. But how much proof you appear to have and your willingness to talk about it is somewhat staggering. So I guess let's to start with Jeffrey Epstein.
So we're not the only ones, Johnny, apparently wondering what the hell's going on. There are other people out there that are wondering too. Jesus Christ!
It's been 3 years since Jeffrey Epstein's death, but details about his underage sexual blackmail ring are still under lock and key. It's one of the biggest scandals in American politics, and there's still so much we don't know.
But it's sort of breathtaking, the lack of action that's taken place, the lack of names, the lack of bloody information that's been coming out, or hasn't been coming out. I mean, there's a whole bloody hanging himself. Oh, Jesus, hanging himself.
What a crazy story.
He had a wild ride.
That there's a guy who's some sort of intelligence operative, whether it's for another country or what, and he's getting together with people and compromising
blackmailing everybody.
Yeah. And then there's people giving him money that they can't explain. Like exorbitant amounts of money.
Get that golden retriever. Is that
Yeah, I mean, what do they think? Yeah, I mean, do they think we're a fucking bunch of imbeciles? Do they think we're just a dumb bunch of bastards, the public? Well, we do act a bit like imbeciles sometimes, Johnny, that's for sure, but Jesus Christ.
You can't sex traffic without having people to sex traffic too. So certainly the DOJ has those names. So if the names exist, there's a list, or at least a file. And if a list or a file exists, why out of all of the leaks we hear about each year, hasn't this one leaked? Either the list doesn't exist, is being held by investigators and they're somehow able to keep a tight lid on some of the most sought after information of this decade, or something else happened.
I mean, you got people like Bill Gates. Did he go to the island? Bill Gates? What a bloody character that prick is. Apparently he did. Well, what the fuck did he do over there? Well, it depends on the way you want to look at that. And what about the old shagger Bill Clinton? The Clintons? Oh, Jesus. He apparently knew him and went to the island too. I mean, isn't it bloody obvious?
They would get famous people to go to their house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the thing.
Hey, quite a guest list.
Yeah.
What? So is anybody doing anything about it? Is mainstream media following this up? Or does it have to be left to bloody channels like the Ask Johnny channel to do something about it?
Tried to leak it. But maybe it's news organizations who won't publish it. With the amount of public interest in this case, and yet we still can't get any more names than the ones revealed by mostly Virginia Giuffre, this once again reiterates that in the entire Epstein saga, there seems to be a showcase of the powerful protecting the powerful. So what do you think?
And they wonder why there's no faith in governments or government institutions, for Christ's sake. The trouble is, Johnny, they all think they're bloody terrific, these people. What about bloody Prince what's his name? Prince Andrew, yeah, well, he's just farting. Prince Andrew, well, he's just farting around. He's a bloody spent force, that prick.
Born free as the wind blows.